guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Akoya. I make lifestyle, homemaking, and motherhood videos on YouTube. Today I am going to show you guys how I take the kids to the beach, like all the things I pack and how I load it up and get it onto the beach. If you've not watched any of my videos before, I have a 6, 4, 2, and then we are very, very pregnant with baby number 4. And I've been doing this beach set for the past couple of months. March, and April are my absolute favorite months to take them. It's sunny, it's starting to get a little warm, the sand's not too hot yet. It's a great time to go and just dig in the sand, enjoy the sound of the waves, and have a fun beach morning. So I'm going to show you everything I pack, whether we're going to go for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, or if we're going to make it more of an extended stay. This is kind of how I do it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want is a cart. This one is not super expensive, like a Walmart. Find maybe 40 bucks. Now, definitely if you're going to make the beach trip a more popular thing to do, I would get something with a little more aggressive, like blow-up wheels. These are just a hard plastic, but this gets the stuff from the vehicle down the ramp and onto the beach pretty well. We don't like hike across the whole beach by any means. I pretty much like go straight from the ramp, get as close to the water as we want to be for that day, and call it. We don't like venture far away. We're also going much earlier in the day than most of the community and the tourists will get there. We're probably packing up about the time most of the tourists are there, or we're at least fully set on the beach. So let me move you down so you can see a little bit better how we're going to pack this in. Okay, so I will take the cart, which this one folds up really nicely. You just pull it up like this, and that's how I'll get it to the beach. And then we will put the hard mat in the bottom. The next thing I'm going to bring is, I call this my towel bag. It is like a water resistant, well, it's waterproof, almost like a cooler bag, just really thin. This one's from Arctic. Yeti makes one. There's probably quite a few brands that make it. I have towels in here, a bunch of other stuff. We can talk about that later, but I'm just going to show you how I load this. So I will put that up here kind of towards the front. We're going to want our heavier stuff here where we can do a little more of the lifting rather than the back. Then I've got my fold-up beach chairs. I prefer the ones that do not have a bar across where your leg sticks out. And these fully recline and lay down, so you can lay on them at the beach. Obviously, I'm a little too pregnant for that, but it is really nice to have that option to not have to be fully in the sand. And I pack 4 because that's how many people are there, me and the 3 kids. If I want a chair, I need a chair for everyone. Now, they do make some smaller versions of this that are also really nice, but I do appreciate that they all have a cup holder. They do lay out flat, and we just have 4 of the same. So, actually, the last time we were out, one of them did break, so we need a new one. But I will get all 4 in here, and you can kind of see how they're in here, and get that 4th one in. I normally just kind of wedge it between the 2. But for the most part, this is pretty well stacked. Then I'll fill this extra area with water bottles. When we get down into the sand, the kids throw their Crocs in. I don't have them put their Crocs there until we've walked the boardwalk. Why am I leaning down to tell you about this? I'm too pregnant for that. But the shoes go in after we've gotten down the boardwalk and we're going on the sand. When the sand gets hotter, you have to wear your shoes longer. So then the last thing, if we're going to be out longer, the UV is going to be getting higher. I will also bring like a packable umbrella like this. Very easy, and we just kind of kitty corner that across into here. That's literally the hardest thing, so it's going to look just like this. Rolls pretty decent. Then you're probably wondering, what do you do on the beach? Well, when I get down to the beach, I'll set this on the edge that I don't want them to pass. I'll normally sit close to the wagon where all the waters and the snacks are. If we do bring snacks, I have either a small cooler or I will bring a cooler that I leave in the car, and we'll just bring the waters, maybe like some jerky sticks or something, down to the beach. Mostly the jerky sticks are for very pregnant me. If everyone starts to get hungry, we'll leave our stuff on the beach. I'll grab like my phone, wallet, keys, you know, the expensive stuff, and we'll go up to like the pavilion, and I'll bring the packed snacks, or like we call it beach charcuterie, cucumbers, carrots, apples, whatever I've brought that day for our lunch. We'll have that in the shaded pavilion to take a sun break, to use the bathroom, to make sure everyone's hands get cleaned and we're not getting sand in the food, because that is literally the worst part about being at the beach with kids and trying to do food, is ending up with sandy food. So everyone gets their own bin of like little charcuterie box, and then we'll eat that. Okay, but I do have, you know, my oldest who's 6, but also my 4-year-old can carry this, and at one point my 2-year-old could have carried it, because when we first moved here, I think, well, maybe Yonder was 3, but it's a bag of sand toys, a mesh bag of sand toys, so that the sand can fall out, the water can fall out, whatever. It has backpack straps. We have them super short, so my oldest normally wears this down. You don't need to wear it down. I know you would, but you don't need to, honey. But I just want to show you kind of what's in here. It's these collapsible bins. These are so nice because they take up way less space, and I have very simple toys, but multiple of them since we have multiple kids. So, and then like some of these bigger plastic shovels. Another thing that we really love are like little strainers, and then there's also some larger plastic frisbees which make great plates and things to do cooking type of stuff. So that's kind of the type of toys. They're simple. I'll link some of my favorite sets in the description, along with, if I can find, some of the mesh bags like this. But I absolutely love this for carrying the toys to the beach. And that's pretty much all I bring. Like, we keep it super simple. We'll go upstairs. I'll quick show you what's in my towel bag. That's probably the most extravagant thing, but I leave that packed always. When we get home, I pretty much just pull out the towels or whatever needs washed, set the bag in my laundry room, wash whatever needs washed, put it straight back in the bag, and then it's ready for our next beach trip. That way I'm not having to think about it and repack stuff every single time. It's easy. These bags stay packed as they are, and then we just set the all the beach going stuff right by our door. So I'll either have the beach stuff in my car or I'll have the stroller in my car. We just flip-flop depending on what we're doing for the day. That's probably the hardest part, is loading it and unloading it, and then the short walk on the beach. But it's a great workout, and it is so worth it for the amount of hours we get to have relaxed at the beach. So pretty much this is how I would pack it in the car. Stack those, throw this, stack this on top, and then it'd be sideways, you know, like that'd be the bottom of the car. Stack it this way, put my bags here, easy peasy. Okay, I brought you upstairs where hopefully the lighting's a little less washed out, and I'm going to show you what is in this bag. I absolutely love this tote. I know a lot of people like those bog bags, but I feel like they're so expensive to have holes that like your keys could fall out of, and like little items could just fall out of, and sand could get in, where this really does keep the sand and water out, especially if you're going to go on like the boat or something, but still is very wipeable and washable. I mean, there is a little bit of fabric that would take time to dry, but I just like this a lot better, and I feel it's a little more versatile of a bag. And for this, a very similar like space taking up, it fits more in it. So in here there's like a kind of like a dry bag, so this is a great spot to put like your phone, or I actually have kids sunglasses in here. And then something super accessible, this drawing salve. This is amazing if your kids get like a fire ant bite, or they get stung by like a bee or a wasp or something. You can put this on this thing and it takes the pain away so quickly and helps with the swelling and all of that. So I love to keep this in any of my outdoor bags. I actually carry it a lot of times in my purse, because you never know when you're going to run into that, and you know how that can just be an instant day outing ruiner for anyone, especially kids. Then I've got inside of here, I have this bag. It's another mesh backpack bag. It's a little more square styled one. It's really nice, and you can hold it also like a tote, so you can do it tote style or backpack, which is really nice if you have a bigger group, because then you can just pull this out and put more towels in and have more room in this bag for your beach outing. But this is what I fold the towels in, and then I also keep a pack of wet wipes in here. That way, this bag pretty much becomes like your diaper bag on wheels, and I will not bring my diaper bag with then. So that's why we have drawing set and wipes and all our towels. And I love it in the bag because it just kind of keeps it all contained better in here. So wedge that in, and then it does have a little thing you can tighten to hold all of the stuff in there, but for the most part I just leave it open. It's like my organizer for this big thing. Then on the other side I have like a really big UPF shirt for myself. I have a wet bag in case the kids have really wet shorts before we go home. I'll have them just drop them at the car door. We'll throw them in here, throw them in the wash when we get home, and everyone will just ride without their clothes on, throw a towel on their seat. And then I also have sun hats for all of the kids and myself, because like I was saying, we do like to go more in the morning before the UV is too high, but sometimes you're there a little longer, someone's looking a little more red. You can throw on, you know, a sun hat, or it's just going to be a hotter day or whatever. I have those already there, so we're not worried about getting them there in the car and to the beach front or whatever. And this bag I can also take with me on the boat, so for a boat day definitely would want hats. And then I have these two bags, and I'll link these or something similar again in the description. One is SPF and one just says sun on it. So let's start with the sun one. This one is set up a little more if you were having a boat day, but I just keep it in here because you never know. I've got a simple hair comb in case someone's hair got really messed up from swimming. We've got motion sickness relief, and then a few other things, just a lip balm to hydrate, because you know when you're outside you can get quite parched. So a hydrating balm. And then I also have these earache relief drops. These are really good if you get water in your ears. They clear out the water and help get that stuffiness to drain out of your ears, and also help with pain relief. So those are things like if you got pummeled in the waves, which for me and the kids, we rarely are swimming like that. We would more use this if we were boating, but I just leave this, like I said, packed all the time, so it's there in case you would need it. And then for my SPF bag, I've got Think Baby, the sunscreen stick. This is great for the kids' faces. I don't feel like it runs in their face if they're sweating or get wet, and it's super easy to roll out and apply during the day, not just before. And then I've got the Pipette Mineral Sunscreen. This one's really good. If you or your kids have really dry skin, this one's a more greasy formula, so I feel like it's really good for drier skin. If you have already really hydrated skin, I feel like it doesn't dry down as well. But then I also have the Think Baby, and the Think Baby and the Think Sport and all the Think ones, they literally are the same ingredients. They're pretty much the exact same thing, all rated really well on Yuka. And then for myself, but I actually use this if my kids, if we're just doing a beach day, is this Centella. This is the Airfit sun cream. They have a water, like a blue version. That one is a chemical SPF. This one is a mineral SPF, so it's different. But I love this one. It does not break me out. It definitely feels like you have some kind of sunscreen. You know, it's a thicker product like a sunscreen, but it's not greasy. It doesn't make you look gross. You definitely could wear makeup over it, but I really like this one for a beach day. So those are my SPFs, and normally if we're gonna have a longer day, we'll do especially like the face and maybe the shoulders. And then we'll just wear our hats, wear our UPF long sleeves, like do more of a clothing cover, sit under the umbrella in the shade, make sure we're eating during the highest UV so that we don't have to do as much sunscreen, because the sunscreen makes the sand stick and I don't really want to reapply. There are a few, I'll probably just leave them linked, that I scanned there, like a spray sunscreen. And if we were going to be in this area longer, I would definitely have a spray sunscreen in this bag for applying more of that midday, that second application, when you really do need to add some sunscreen to your kids, especially around their shoulders and back and neck. I think a spray is a lot easier to do than trying to rub one of these creams on when they're sandy or salty, and then also like let it have time to dry so the sand doesn't just stick right back on them. So I'll link a few more of those, all of them rated super high on Yuka, so I feel pretty good about that. But like you can tell, I'm more about enjoy the vitamin D, but just safely with being at good times. So yeah, I leave this bag completely packed. I actually leave it mostly in my laundry room because we go quite often, and then I'm able to just wash the stuff, fold it back in there, and we can grab it. All right, you guys, so I hope that helped you a little bit more with getting prepared to take your kids to the beach and having a little bit better idea of how I do that. Try not to pack too much, but obviously you want enough things to like be comfortable. The whole goal of going to the beach though is to have fun, enjoy the sand, listen to the beautiful ocean waves, maybe even do a little bit of swimming. And with that comes, you know, a little sand in the car or a bath when you get home. But I feel like it's totally worth it for the amount of fun and like free play that they get to have, and just the enjoyment I have. It's one of our more relaxing together things, lower stress. I would say the setup is really quick and the takedown really quick, and the bath is, you know, 10 to 15 minutes earlier in the day. So it ends up being, for me, one of those activities that really is not that much of a time or mental investment, especially knowing my system, having it down, having the bag pre-packed. The only thing I'm really packing is the charcuterie, but since that is an optional thing, we don't have to stay through lunch. And also one of their favorite things, I think that it makes it totally worth the time that it takes in the morning before we head out. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.